Hello and welcome to our open house on demand. I am Allison Dampier. I am president and co-founder alongside Sandy Gamba, who is the chief academic officer and another co-founder of Advantage School International. And what we're doing here tonight is just providing a open house on demand video so that if you are unable to attend one of our live open house sessions, you can still get the basic info that you need in order to make decisions in terms of enrolling your student. So at this time, Sandy's going to go ahead and give us a brief history, and then I will start a slideshow that we can go through the ins and outs of Advantage School.
Great. Thank you, Allison. As she said, my name is Sandy, and we welcome you here today. We really want to be able to answer your questions. And if you have any questions after this session, please feel free to contact us and we'll give you those emails and phone numbers afterwards. But our hope is that you'll get all of your questions answered in regards to what you might need or what your students need. We started Advantages in 2007, and we've been dedicated to really helping students have options, resets, in education, and really being able to address their needs, whether it's one course at a time or whether it's their full diploma. We are accredited. So we're very excited to be able to share more information with you today.
Thank you, Sandy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen at this time. Maybe, there we go. So the agenda for this evening, introductions and the quick history we have done. We're going to discuss the options that Advantages provides. How do kids actually go to school in our program? How do they access the content? What are some benefits to online learning and how to enroll? Advantages, as Sandy mentioned, it's a K through 12 complete education system. We are accredited. We've had full accreditation basically since 2008. We have NCAA accreditation as well, which means any of your students who are planning on going to a four-year university as an athlete, our courses are approved by the NCAA. And actually, I think we are one of the few online academies that has that approval. So yay to us. We also have placement testing available if you are uncertain as to where your student should be placed, whether it be geometry, advanced algebra, or what level of English. We have placement testing available. And we also can evaluate transcripts. If you're coming in and again, you're not too certain, we go through a student's transcripts to make sure that they are placed appropriately. We have a full diploma pathway for college prep kids who are planning on going to a four-year university. We also have a general studies diploma for students who are planning on going to either a community or junior college, going to a trade school, going directly into the workforce, or going into the military. It is still a high school diploma. It just has less requirements for a college entrance. On the bottom of this slide, you can also see a few of the awards that we've received and some of our accreditations that we've received over the years. We are a Nevada-based school, so we are officially a Nevada private school, but we do work worldwide. We have students in most of the US states, and we are in, I believe, last count was 82 different countries. So we really are an international school. Now, Sandy's going to discuss some of the options that we provide in education.
Great. So as I mentioned earlier, we have hundreds of course possibilities. So for students who may want to just retake a course like credit recovery, maybe they just didn't do their best at their current school and they got a C or they want to have a better grade. Maybe it's just one semester. They can always do that with us online. Once they complete that semester or their full year, we put that on an official transcript and we send it to their school. So that's how that works. If a student wants to take a credit by exam, meaning let's say they feel like they have enough knowledge where they can go ahead and test out of a certain course, we provide that as an opportunity for students. Again, we'll put that on an official transcript and send it on to their school. We also currently offer many CTEs, that's the career and career exploration courses. We have different types of those, so they can always students can enroll in those, or as elective work. And we also have honors and AP. The honors is the same price as the current courses, and the AP, there is an additional cost. We also offer a dual credit, which is really, really a great program for students that are looking forward to doing some college courses. So what that means is they would take courses that would count both for their high school and as well as their college work. So once they graduate from Advantages, they can also graduate having 2 years, up to 2 years of college credit. So they can earn an AA degree while still in high school.
Yeah, so as Sandy said, you can earn a diploma or you can just enroll for supplemental coursework. That is fine with us. Of course, you'll need to get the supplemental approved by the student's home school just to make sure that they will accept an online credit for certain courses. But my own kids did quite a bit of that going through high school. And it's typically, we haven't had a problem with schools accepting credit, but it's just something that we want to make sure before you spend the money and the student spends the time. Online learning, it really gained popularity over COVID, but we don't do it that way. A lot of times it was just kind of grunt work, I think, during COVID. We are not that way at all. Online learning for us is still very rigorous. It's still very high mastery, and it really focuses on learning. It's not just busy work like a lot of you have experienced in the past. So I just want that one out of the way. I want you rest assured that this is a very rigorous program. It's very student centered. Students work at their own pace in their own place, meaning they don't have to get up at 8 a.m. and do math. They can really work when it works for your family's lifestyle and for your students' learning style. I find that very, very important. There are many studies out there that show high school kids especially, what they do worse in their early morning classes because you know what, their brains just aren't ready yet. My school system here in Northern Nevada, the high school kids' schedule was determined by the buses of the city. So it really had nothing to do with how kids learn and how their brains function. We try to go against all of that, and we really want to work within the parameters of a successful student and how best can we help them. And letting them work at their own pace is one of those ways. They work at their own schedule. Everything is 100% online. There is no live instruction. That being said, every course does have a master teacher along with it. All of our teachers have, gosh, oodles of years of experience, more than 10 plus a master's degree in their subject area. So students are able to meet with their teachers. It's not for instruction, but it might be for kind of like office hours as you have in college. So that the instructors are there for our students, but they are not doing live instruction. The courses are mastery based, meaning the progression of the course, the progression through the course is dependent on mastery of the content. So if a student goes through a section and bombs the assessment, they don't get to move on to the next section because we want them to make sure they understand what they're doing before they progress. So that at the end of the course, they really truly have a grasp of the entire course, not just certain units. So progression is dependent on mastery. Within the courses, it's filled with dynamic activities with instant feedback. So kids are constantly being alerted as to how they are doing within the system. There's so many different ways for them to get help. There are, it's just a very dynamic online experience for the students. And there is so much integrated within the content that the kids aren't just simply reading and taking a test. They read, they might have video, they might have interactive manipulatives online, many different things to keep the students engaged.
A couple of things that I want to add to that is when regards to student-centered, oftentimes we have athletes that will be a part of our school. And so let's say they have training. And so we work around those hours, or they have tournaments. We have a lot of students that might be skiers. And so they're prime time for their sport, their young professionals, is during the day. So of course we're going to maximize their study time, which meaning in the evening. And in regards to the mastery base, we work with families. It's usually set at 75% of mastery so that they can move on. However, we have had families and students that want to have at least an 80 or 85 or 90% mastery. So that way it ensures that they receive that grade at the end. So again, we really try to work with the family. And so you're all a part of this decision. And so we will work with your families to find what's the happy medium and one that will work for the student as well as for the family.
Yeah, thank you, that Sandy. We have learned, well, one of the reasons we started this program is one size does not fit all. And with our online program, we're able to really personalize education, which we find vital. Within Advantages, the students go to school via the Assist platform. And this is a picture of the dashboard of what the student will see when they log in. It's a complete school and parent portal all in one place. Within this portal, the students, they access their content. They can see their progress in courses and in their whole academic plan. They can have communication with their teachers or with the administrators or their success manager. They can access their student records, their grades, and they can also get instantly unofficial transcripts. Official transcripts have to go through our registrar's office, but they're able to get unofficial transcripts. When they're getting their driver's license, they need it. Sometimes they need it for jobs. They can get it with a click of a button here. And so it's very, very clean, very easy to see. When you go to your course, you can see here it says Civics and Government Semester 1. On the right-hand side, it says Launch Course. Just click that button. It takes you right into your book. In addition to this platform, we have an app. And so kids can, for a free download on the Google Store or the App Store with Apple, you can get the free app and it'll have the exact same accessibility. This goes for parents as well. There's a parent portal that looks very similar to this where you're able to see your students' information as well as contact their teachers and their advisor. Here's a picture of what the app looks like. It's identical to the desktop version.
Advantages school support. Sorry.
You're good.
All right. We do have, as I mentioned earlier, a team. And so within that team, our dedicated educators, we have our teachers. They are all subject matter experts in their particular fields. And so you're not going to have a PE teacher teaching another course. They're going to be teaching their expertise, which is PE. We have math for teaching math. And then of course we have success managers. These here, just imagine like an advisor, a counselor of sorts. And so direct school contact for every single student. So that person will be connecting with you, your family, the teachers, the student, making sure that everything is going at pace and making sure that all their needs are being met. And so all working towards that goal. We also offer tutors. These services are for an additional fee. Complete transparency, it's $50 for 1 hour of tutoring, and that's all done via Zoom. Regardless what subject matter it is, whatever the student needs, they can log on, and that can be billed per month as they go through and need help with tutoring.
And that tutoring is one-to-one. So it's done via Zoom. So it's one tutor to one student discussing the subject matter that the student needs help in. So we've had great success with our tutoring center. So just to review some of the advantages of Advantages School International, the student autonomy, they have a time to learn. They pick their time to learn, their place to learn, and their pace of learning. They can ask questions as needed, and there are so many course options. Every student gets a support team. There's a parent portal for the parents. Every course, as Sandy mentioned, is taught by certified teachers. Every student gets their success manager, their personal advisor, as well as the tutors that are available if necessary. And the quality of learning, that one, I think prior to COVID, I think online education got a really bad rap. And there's so much good that can be done online. And our program is that. It's a strong program. It's filled with interactive activities, personalized feedback, mastery based progression, and we offer everything from credit recovery to college courses. We have open enrollment. What does that mean? Well, with our team, we can get you in your course within 48 hours of you contacting us. So initially, you would have to contact your school, your current school, to let them know that your student will be leaving and you get your transcripts or your records. You will do a free online application on our website, include the transcripts when you have them. There is a one-time enrollment fee of $200. If you would like your student to take a placement test, it's not necessary all the time. It's a choice. The placement test is $100. There is a monthly fee, and this is for unlimited courses for $430. Additional fees will apply if you have dual credit or the AP courses or tutoring. But the 430 is unlimited courses of all the other courses. And then the live tutoring is an additional $50 an hour if you so choose.
I do want to go back and revisit that first box where it says notify your current school of student transfer. If your student will just be doing supplemental courses with us, meaning they just want to redo semester 1 of geometry or any other course, we don't have to notify your school necessarily, but you do want to make sure that they're okay with getting that credit transferred into them. So in regards to that first box, just letting us know what your plan is and we can help walk you through this. But again, students can begin classes within 48 hours. So it's pretty quick, it's seamless, and your student can get rocking and rolling as soon as they want.
And you can apply today. Here's all the information to contact us. The 866-984-3384 is our toll-free number. From there, you can ask for admissions if you want specific questions answered regarding enrollment, or if you have a question for Sandy directly or for me, Allison, you may ask for us at that number and they will transfer you to us. If you would like to send in an email, info@advantageschool.com. It's a little bit tricky because there's two S's there. Advantages, because there's a lot of advantages to us, and school. So two S's that are right together. And our website is advantageschool.com. From that website, you can get the apply now button as well. It's in the upper right-hand corner of the website. You can click on that, and then we would get in contact with you right away. Thank you so much for viewing our open house on demand. It would be really great to meet you and talk to you in person or via Zoom. So if you have any questions, if you'd like to move forward with applying to our program, please reach out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.